Yo, what's going on, everybody? Spaceman. Exhausted I am. I've been working on beats like practically, 4 or 5 days in a row. Churning out heat. I just completed this one, which I'm going to do a joint to. Skim through it. Just got it finished. Coming to get this based on a to be true story, right? So that's coming soon. I composed it. I composed and produced it, the whole yada, no samples, voice thing. I got my tricks. I know how to do shit, right? But yeah, and I gotta work a little later. Shit just crazy. But yo, I wanted to get up on here. Let me see. Let me touch up on this one. I want to touch up on my appearance on homeboy Ari at home on his thing in the street again. I forgot to mention because this was really dope. If anyone's interested, you want to check it out. I'm in the description area. I'm gonna leave a link to Dude's video on his channel, and I'm gonna put the timestamp on my part. Because one thing I noticed about when you doing shit in like a small little bubble with a bunch of assholes and just negative people, to be honest with you, you might lose sight on, it could kind of get you off your dean maybe a little bit on how you really are to the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers is niggas jealous, hating, all types of shit. So you can't let that get to you. This is advice for anybody. Always look, whatever you do, look beyond a thing of people who's just built on being negative to each other. And you're probably going to be surprised of the real feedback you get. I say that to say, I'm going to put a link to Dude's video. It's going to have the timestamp on my part. And you can see the chat room thing. I want y'all to check the comments. 95% positive feedback. It was dope. I'm digging it, so I want to flaunt it. So I'm gonna put that. Do check it out. Find the comments. Mad dope comments. Fire emojis, all types of shit. My favorite one was he's so weird but so fire. Something like that was said. I thought that was hot. So do check that out, when you get a chance, and tell me what your favorite Tone Space comment is of that performance. I'm halfway joking, but if you want to, you can tell me what your favorite one is. I might have missed one, right? So that's out the way. Oh yeah, I got a project I've been working on for a while coming up. This is gonna be more like meet and greet type situation. I finally got the intel of what I need. So it's gonna be one of them ignorant situations. That's coming real soon. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, me, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. Parlays into the song that I'm working on that's coming out real soon too, that you heard a little bit of the beat for. But the main ingredient, the main course of the 8-course meal that I came here to chop it up about is I want to talk about L.C. Smith for a minute. I was on Rio's panel with Ralph Bottles and L.C. Smith and Rio, of course, on the panel. Shout out to all of them. And I had to leave abruptly because I have a homeboy that's going through, as he puts it, worst time of his life. He's going through some stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I try to tap in with him every day. So when I look at the horn and I see that he's, trying to hit me or whatever, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to see Outcats later, check on the homie, see what's going on. So that's what that was about. But there were two things that I really wanted to do. One of them I did do. I got to chop it up with Rio about, I don't know, some potential controversy with something I said to somebody that he fucked with and all that. I don't like to just leave shit. I like to address shit. It's good to be upfront and be real. And that's what I did, and I explained myself and all that. You know what I mean? But another thing I wanted to touch up on was L.C. Smith, brother. I wanted to say, wish you a speedy and miraculous, if it takes a miracle. Hopefully, it don't even take a miracle. But I just want to wish you a very good, wonderful recovery. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. Thing I like about L.C. Smith, what many of y'all may not know that much, some of y'all probably do, he's like a straight up hip hop head, like a traditional hip hop head. Like I be typing in the thing, used to chop it up with him. He'll know about this one, that one, shit that like most of y'all other motherfuckers don't even know. Like artists, like he's a real head. That's why anytime that he leaves feedback on any of my songs, I ain't gonna front. I usually hold it in a decent and a good regard, even above just the casual feedbacks, because I know this is someone that's tapped in, that's tuned in, that has an ear for this and is a fan of this shit. So his opinion be reminding me of like my fellow people's opinions that also rhyme, that also happen to be hip hop heads. I remember one time I dropped a joint and he was like, yo, this shit could be mad ill, but it's something with your timing on that particular song. And straight up, I gave that a lot of thought. Like had it been some other people, I might have been like, whatever. But coming from L.C. Smith, someone that is in tune, I said, you know what? Yeah, let me take this gem at value and work on things. And sure enough, the way that I had the joint sequence, because I think it was a remix or something. It might have even been how I spit it, because I was doing some old intricate flow shit. But the point is, it was good advice, and it was like genuine advice, and it was might as well say professional advice. You know what I'm saying? From someone that's a connoisseur. You feel me? So I just want to give LC his praise and say speedy recovery. Now, I see there's everyone I seen that's talking shit about the situation, having a stroke, whatever, whatever, and making fun of it. I put this in a community post. Just notice how all of them got ugly faces. Like they're all busted. Like all of them. Like their facial situation looks bad. I know looks are an opinion based thing, so no one can say someone's good looking or ugly for a fact. But it's safe to say every single person that's trying to clown and make fun of L.C. Smith for his stroke that he had or whatever, it's safe to say that the common consensus amongst the world is that all of those people are ugly. Like in the face, I think all of them have terrible bodies too. I think so. Yeah, how many people I've seen? 4 or 5. Yeah, and the thing is, it's not a coincidence when that ugly people are the ones that would go so low and make fun of someone with a stroke and everything like that. It's not a coincidence, because when they look in the mirror, when they hear shit like me pointing out they're ugly, other people pointing out they're ugly and shit like that, maybe just getting passed over for something from a normal person in the world, and deep down they know it's because they ugly. They'll try to act like, oh, they gave that one preferential treatment because of something, 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 but they know deep inside it's like, yeah, grill piece bad body. You know what I'm saying? They know what time it is. So that festers, you know what I'm saying? So people want to lash out. So that's all that is. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I wouldn't take any of that to heart. I don't think LC Smith is. I like the stuff you're talking about, keeping God with you. I even heard one person saying that I guess talking about this YouTube small collective, saying God isn't here. This ain't a place where God is. LC, you should be with God. I like his clapback. I like your clapback. You said, yo, God, essentially, you said, like, God is always with me. I'm with God. You not with God, that's your problem. And I got to agree. To that person that said that, speak for yourself. Anytime, wherever I go, God is with me, because I'm with God wherever I go. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't feel God is with you, that's your problem. Stay in your own, you know what I mean, your own little orbit. Orbit. Keep that shit to yourself. Don't speak for the rest of everybody just because other people come in with the antics here and there, and you may feel that all these people share this community. Yeah, all that God isn't here, that's you. That's your issue. Just keep that shit to yourself. If you want to believe that and you feel that and you feel like you got carte blanche to wild out because God ain't with you, that's you. But that ain't necessarily everything. It sure ain't me, and it ain't necessarily anybody else either. You feel me? Now, I also heard a couple more genuine critiques saying that LC, I act like I'm talking to you, that you shouldn't be on here due to how you sound, right? And I see there's a bit of a debate about that or whatever. And I'm talking about the people that's saying that from like a real place, not the people that's trying to clown, not the people that got ugly issues. I'm talking about motherfuckers that's just, speaking because that's how they feel. And straight up, this is one of them things where there is no wrong answer, because I could see that side too if they're listening to LC and audibly they could tell something went down and that's how it affects them. Then all right, that's their opinion. But at the end of the day, the only opinion that matters really is LC, how you feel about it. Like when you play the joints back, if you're on a panel or something, when you decide to come on the thing, how does it make you feel? And if you're comfortable with it, then I say keep doing your thing, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because, all right, everybody could have an opinion and a perspective. It doesn't make their shit wrong. But the only opinion that holds really any weight is your opinion. Because you're the one that's going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as LC, for all we know, this could be therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? You could be getting on here, be like, oh yeah, this will make me good. This might make the dopamines go off in his head, which could then turn around and have a positive effect on his physical condition. You know what I'm saying? His condition and stuff. So yours is the important opinion. And not for nothing, from what I heard, like, nigga had me laughing like crazy. LC, you had me rolling. You were saying some old wild, bugged out shit. So it's definitely nothing wrong with you mentally. You ain't miss a beat. You know, just because it's conveyed audibly, the way it sounded is different because you healing and all of that. It's not like you know, you done slowed the fuck down. No, you were on point. Like, you were talking about niggas just banging them in the head. Like, I was here rolling. Shorty was rolling. We was like, you were killing it. In fact, I remember you were killing it ever since I mean, even when you used to drink, you were killing it too. Because I remember, you know, before your situation, I think you had stopped drinking. And even then, I noticed kind of like an improvement. Not to say that you were ever asked, but I noticed an improvement with you just firing off with the joints, just hitting niggas with missiles. You know what I'm saying? So even though you had a stroke, your voice is sounding, you know, the way it's sounding or whatever, I'm letting you know that you haven't missed a beat. You still dropping them missiles with everything you're saying. And if that shit makes you happy, and well, I will say this, to those that saying, oh, they hear it and they think you shouldn't do this. If you haven't done it already, LC, you play it back. Play back the appearances where you're on it. Because while you're in the motion and while you're doing it, you don't have that outside, you know, that 2020 away from the situation way to hear it. You're in the moment. So you're hearing it from a different way, like you in it. So to just to give the finality to how you feel about it, play the joints back. Like if Rio got a replay up or something or whatever, or someone get a clip of it, just play it back, listen to yourself, right? And then let yourself, you decide, are you comfortable with it? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel the way you sound? Because my thing is like the whole fact that you had a stroke and you decided to still come up here anyway, that's kind of like 90% of the story. Like, yo, well, obviously he's comfortable with this. If, you know what I'm saying? He decided to come back. He ain't he ain't typing. In fact, it seems like you on panels even more so than prior to that situation. So that's why I say maybe this is therapeutic for the brother. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got a little more time or can't do this, can't do that, or maybe you can. But maybe this is just something that is having a positive effect, even though it's silly stuff and even though it's a lot of negativity, niggas saying all types of wild, crazy shit. We find comfort in all types of shit. All of y'all people watching now have found comfort and enjoyment, of people saying some old negative ass shit. So I'm sure it's probably the same thing with him. And if he wants to contribute and he's throwing them missiles at that, hasn't missed a beat, you know what I'm saying? Maybe this is therapeutic. But yeah, if you haven't done it already, play it back yourself and hear yourself on the thing. And, you know, give it that perspective. And then, you know what I'm saying? If you still feel comfortable and you good money, then I salute it. Keep doing your thing. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say when I was on the panel. Well, the second part about the feedback of niggas talking shit, I did want to point out the fact that the niggas talking shit are ugly. Yeah, I did want to point that out. But the shit about, you know, the controversy with people saying that you shouldn't be on here from the genuine folks, I think that came a little after that panel. But that's what I wanted to say when I was on the panel before the homie hit me and I had to dip off. So that's it. I'm going to get back to, sheesh, I want to get back to these beats, but I got other shit to do. I'll be back. Check me on the Tone Space channel, the main channel. I'm going to try to squeeze in another video. It ain't going to be about little stupid shit. It's going to be about like some, you know, real. It's going to be about stupid shit. Probably some stupid hip-hop shit. Eventually, I'm going to touch those Epstein files. Pause. Big pause. and you know, really dig into the Satanism and the baby farming and all that other shit that, you know, that real deep type shit that niggas don't be talking about, or hardly anybody be talking about. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I got some other shit to do. So again, in the description area, you're gonna see a link to Ari at Home, and it's gonna have the timestamp for when I was up there. Let's hear what the world has to say about your good brother, the spaceman.